Hi, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Road to the Stage. This is Michelle. I want to say hi, welcome back. It's been a minute since I've been on, but I'm back now. I've been doing a lot of other things, so I hadn't had time to really post another video. So, as you guys know, I share my experience, my road to the stage after 50, how I transform my body, and how I keep my body in shape over 50 here traveling. So the last video I spoke to you guys, I showed you a couple of my shows, and we're down to the last few shows. I think I have maybe 3 or 4 shows left to tell you a little bit about. But in the meantime, I just wanted to reiterate that, the workout consisted of me going to the gym 4 days, 4 to 5 days a week with 2 days off. Okay. Cardio was every day in the morning when I'm trying to lean down. Right now, and so my road to the stage back was back when I was in my early 50s. Right now, I'm 58. So this is what I'm looking like at this age. And this comes from me maintaining my diet, maintaining my weight, eating healthy, like I said, exercising. Right now, I pretty much exercise like 2 to 3 times a week, not that often, but I try to do cardio at least, 3 to 4 days a week. I'm a little bit on the plus, a little bit on the fluffier side, which is, normal when you live in an everyday life. But I did want to talk a little bit about two of the shows I did in 2020, the last year of 2020, and pretty much the same process working on areas that I needed to improve. And one of those was my legs. You can see my legs now, they have developed quite a bit more. I was working on hamstrings, trying to make this area pop a little bit more, lifting glutes up, and of course my back. So those are things that I continuously worked on to improve during those seasons. Um, of course, over age 50, it's a little bit harder to grow and maintain muscle. However, as long as you're eating, lifting heavy, you have to eat enough, lifting heavy and doing the work, consistency, then your results will come. My last 2 shows were in, not my last 2 shows, but the 2 shows I'm going to talk about were in Pittsburgh, I believe. And one of them was in Pittsburgh, one of them was in Miami. And during this year, I had competed several times. This was in 2020. I probably did about 4 to 5 shows in 2020. And toward the end of the year, I started getting tired. So you can pretty much tell when you start getting tired once you do a lot of shows because your placement drops. So consistently, I was coming in second place, second place consistently for the first 2 shows of the season. But during the last 2 seasons, specifically my last show in 2020, I fell to third place. That kind of told me that I needed to take a break. So after that season, the end of 2020, I took a break all the way until the end of 2021. Just to give you a good timeline, I started competing around 2018. I did several shows up to 2021. I did obtain my pro card in 2021. So my process wasn't as long as some people's process. And mind you, I was a thinner person building up muscle. It may be a little bit different for someone who has a lot of muscle already and just trying to lose a little bit of body fat. But for me, I had to grow. So it took me from 2018 to 2021, the end of 21, like around July, August, when I got my pro card. I did get my pro card at the Masters Universe contest, and that was in Orlando. But specifically, the last 2 shows I did, like I told you, I will put a few pictures of those last 2 shows in 2020, how I was looking. Even the last session of 2021, you can even see that my glam dropped a little bit because I was tired. So you can push and push and push yourself to a goal, but when your body says no, it does not matter what you do, your body says no. So you have to learn how to listen to what your body is telling you. So Again, I will post a few videos for tuning in. All of my new subscribers, I hope you are enjoying the series and I hope that this has been beneficial to you. So I will keep going. I do post exercise videos quite regularly in my shorts. So I try not to put too many exercises on this video. Um, a lot of the things I do right now, I'm trying to do a few exercises for people who may not can do the heavy workload that I've been doing. Um, so I did post a video, a couple of videos with lighter exercises for people who may want to follow my routine, but not necessarily do quite the heavy stuff that I actually do to grow muscle. I want to thank you for tuning in and come back, see me again. And I will want to check in with you guys and see, so you can see kind of where I am in my health journey, where I have maintained my muscle mass as I'm getting older. So, like I always preach to women specifically, it is very important for you to lift weights. You do not have to look like I do, but as we age, our bone density thins, things happen to our hormones, and exercise, lifting weights specifically, helps with those. So, this is something that I wanted to stress to women out there. So, like I said, thank you for tuning in.